If you like my videos, don't forget to follow me on social media to keep up to date with all the latest news regarding my channel and my content. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe below or at the end of the video. To purchase any item featured in this video, please visit any of my affiliates, which are also linked in the description below. But most importantly, check out my Amazon store, filled with recommendations on Blu-rays, DVDs, books, and other media featured in my videos. Alright, we are back for another week at the parcel lockers. We got one to pick up today. Let's have a look. Actually, not too sure that this is my parcel today, so we might get a special guest to open up the parcel locker today. Old mate Rick. Wonder what that could be. Belated Christmas present. I'll be back tomorrow. Yes, and we are back today. I've got one parcel to pick up. Let's check it out. Why would I be sad? Well, apparently these parcel lockers are so popular now that they're just completely full. I gotta go pick up a parcel from the post office. An absolute pain. Why can't they just put it in the same one? It doesn't make sense. Let's go. Alright, we got our final piece for the week. We're gonna head home right now and we're gonna unbox. Let's do it. Hello Alicia. First appearance on the vlog for a while. How do you feel? Acting like a celebrity now that she's on the vlog. Let's get home. Alright, we're back home now and it's time to do this week's unboxing. Again, it's been a couple of weeks since I've done one of these. I didn't do one last week. I can't remember about the week before. Post has been slow the last few weeks. I only had a couple of bits and pieces trickle in, which is kind of fair over the Christmas New Year's period. I kind of wanted to just, as I have with the last few of these unboxings, just sort of get a bundle of stuff together so we can do like a big haul unboxing sort of thing, instead of you guys like tuning in to just watch me unbox one package that come in during the week. So let's do this one. We've got a decent haul this week, or these past couple of weeks. So we've got one package, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 packages this week. Let's start with this guy. It's on the top of the pile, so we may as well start with him. Amazon. Okay, so let's rip this open. Take a look what we got. Whoa. Now that is why I don't rip packages open like that anymore. Anyway, yes, this is Blu-ray. Actually, it's 4K Blu-ray. I'm very excited about this. Although I have been hearing mixed reviews about it, actually. So, it's a new release of an old movie that has been remastered on 4K. It is, of course, Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I was never really a huge Terminator fan. I didn't actually grow up with the Terminator movies. I was sort of late to the game. I think I watched this maybe when I was very young at a friend's birthday party, and I never really watched it properly until maybe 2 or 3 years ago. But I love this. I really love this movie. And look, this looked like, I saw the trailer for this, like the 4K trailer for the 3D re-release of the movie. It looked gorgeous. But a lot of people are having issues with this. Apparently there's like a lot of like degraining, digital noise removal and all this stuff. People are not happy. They've changed color timing and stuff. I don't know. I kind of wish like I'd listened to reviews before I bought it, but this was cheap. This only cost me like $20 or something in the end. Look, I'm happy I took the plunge. I'm interested in taking a look at this myself. I'm not a huge fan of revisionism when it comes to movies, but if it serves a purpose, I don't mind it. Like, for instance, I honestly don't mind the changes George Lucas has made to the original Star Wars movies. The only problem that I have with those movies being released is that they haven't released the original theatrical versions of the movies on any kind of home media for like 20 or 30 years. Something like this, though, I don't think it's going to bother me too much, because I feel like I want to watch a 4K restoration of this. If they've changed color timing, if they want to make it look like a real beautiful digitally shot movie, I kind of don't have a problem with that, because it feels like a different sort of take on the movie. And the fact of the matter is, we still have the theatrical version that we can go back to, albeit on Blu-ray. I don't mind it, because we have an option, and if I want to watch the Blu-ray, I can watch the Blu-ray, which I already have in my collection. If I want to watch this 4K new schmick version, I'll watch that. But I'm kind of interested to take a look at that anyway. This has been available in Australia for a few weeks. It's only just been released in America, but I wanted the slipcover. I love slips, so I had to do that. Next up, we'll open this. I have a feeling this is another 4K disc. A few weeks ago, I was talking about a disc that went missing in the post that I'd ordered on eBay. People were asking me, please call out the eBay seller so we don't buy from them. It was not, I didn't want to call out the eBay seller because it wasn't his fault. This was actually the fault of Australia Post. This parcel I ordered and was sent in November. It came out with no tracking, which is sort of normal for something that you get from eBay. I think the seller sent it through UPS. There was tracking until the item left America, but then once it hit Australia, AusPost doesn't provide you with tracking, which is annoying to begin with. So what happened with this is that this parcel wound up at a post office about half an hour from my house. I don't know why it didn't come to my regular post office, which is, you know, a few minutes down the road. And for some reason, they held it there, and because I didn't go and pick it up, they sent it back to the seller. Now, of course, because it was at the wrong post office, I'm guessing that they've attempted to deliver it to the wrong address, or they have just not attempted to deliver it at all. They've just left it there and assumed that somehow I would know. These guys have my contact information. I have an account with them through AusPost, so they have my mobile number, they have my email, they have everything, but they hadn't texted me, they hadn't emailed me, they hadn't left a slip. And then I was thinking, what is going on? At first I thought it'd been lost in the post, and then I get this email back from the seller saying, oh, it's been re-delivered to me, I don't know what's happened. So then he sent it back out. It went back to a different post office 40 minutes away from my house, and they delivered it to the wrong house. They misdelivered this parcel twice. How does that happen? So I had to get on the phone with them. It was a whole thing. It took them like 4 or 5 days to retrack the parcel down and send it back out to me. What an absolute joke. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that twice one package could be misdirected. I don't understand how that happens. But props to them. They did get it to me in the end. Let's open it up and have a look what's inside. Double packaged, as always, from this guy. I would order from him again, but I don't know if he'll want to deal with me again because, yeah, because of the AusPost mistake. Oh. Triple packaged. Oh. And yes, it is definitely it. Finally, after like 3 months. 3 months AusPost. I finally have Cars 3 on 4K, yes! You remember a few weeks ago, I received the 3D edition, and I've just been waiting for the 4K to arrive since then. It's been a long wait, but it's finally here. Look at this, it's packaged again. So much packaging. There it is, how good is that? It's a little bit rattly because it's been around the world twice. So let's, oh gosh, the disc is sort of hanging out of there, but that's okay. Cars 3 on 4K, really gorgeous slipcover on that. Look at that, shiny, shiny. Happy that is finally in the collection. All right, let us open this one up from Book Depository, my favorite guys over at Book Depository. Absolutely awesome. Check out what I got this week. Ah, awesome, yes. Okay, so, you know I like to buy my Star Wars comics. I've never really been a big reader of Star Wars novels, but I'm kind of interested in some of the novels. This one in particular, this is one of the old Star Wars novels from the original expanded universe, so it's no longer canon, but it's an interesting one. It's one that I'm really kind of interested to check out. It's called Star Wars Splinter of the Mind's Eye. Now, what makes this interesting is that this is the very first expanded universe novel that was ever published, originally published in 1978 by Alan Dean Foster, who ghost wrote the original novel of A New Hope. But what also makes this interesting is that this was written as a possible sequel to A New Hope. George Lucas always wanted to make 3 Star Wars movies, even if the movie bombed, even if Star Wars came out, no one liked it, it bombed. He still wanted to make a couple of other movies, but he figured if it did bomb, he wasn't going to make the grand story that he ended up doing with the original trilogy, but he would fall back on sort of smaller, easier to make stories. So Splinter of the Mind's Eye was one that was written to be a low-budget movie, so he would have this to fall back on if he didn't have enough money to make Empire Strikes Back. So basically, from what I understand, this is set on like one planet. You've only got like 3 characters in here, Luke, Leia, and Darth Vader. I understand the reason Han Solo isn't in this is because Harrison Ford was the biggest star out of the lot, and George believed that he wouldn't be able to afford to get Harrison Ford back if he were to make a low-budget sequel. Look, I'm excited about this. I've read about this over my years as a Star Wars fan. Never read it. I'm kind of interested to just kind of check that out. Just as, even if it's just for just a bit of like research into what could have been, the Star Wars sequel that could have been, and just sort of study it to sort of get an idea of how George's mind was working and how George was sort of forming his stories and building his universe from a very early stage. I'm interested in checking that out. Star Wars Splinter of the Mind's Eye. Very, very cheap on Book Depository. I think I paid like 10 bucks for this. Alright, now let's open this big guy up right here. I haven't had a package from Mondo for a little while, so I'm very excited. It's always great when I get a package from Mondo because it's just always something really special. Ugh. Woo! Yes! Yes, it is a record, of course. Now, they've shipped the sleeve and the disc separately. I actually asked them to do this because when I started importing records online, I had a lot of problems with receiving records where the discs had been knocking around inside the sleeve of the dust jacket in transit, and they would actually pierce the top and the bottom of the sleeve, and it would just wreck the dust jacket. I actually had it happen with a couple of Mondo records, and I emailed them. They were awesome. They're amazing guys. They actually sent me replacements for the sleeves, which was great. But what I do now, every time I place an order through them for a record, I always say to them, guys, can you please ship the sleeve and the discs out independently? And they're always happy to do that. So there's a little tip for anyone who's like sort of importing records from overseas, anything like that. This time around, I'm so excited, we got this. Jaws! This is Mondo's reissue of the Jaws soundtrack. Actually, I shouldn't say reissue, because this is actually the very first time that John Williams' original score has been released on the vinyl format, which is really, really cool. Of course, there has been a release of Jaws on vinyl in the past, the original soundtrack, but it was a re-recording. They re-recorded the score for the sake of the soundtrack for some reason. But yeah, this is the first time the original score, they've gone back, they've remastered the original recordings from the John Williams sessions and put it on vinyl. I'm so excited to check this out. Let's have a look. They put it in this plastic thing. They don't often do that, which is cool. It's a new thing for them. So I'm just going to take it out. Ugh, check a look at that. That is awesome. Let's get out of this shrink wrap here. Of course, the shrink wrap's already open because I've asked them to take the discs out. Alright, so there it is. There's a good look at that. The Jaws vinyl from Mondo. Awesome. I love that artwork. I love the artwork from the Mondo artists. Very cool. Very simplistic, but really beautiful. I love that. That is so cool. Look at that. Awesome artwork on there. So I'm happy with that. I love their vinyls. I love their vinyls. And what makes them even more special is the discs. So let's take a look at these discs. Alright, we'll just take a look at one of them because they're both exactly the same. How cool is this? Check this out. Very, very special. Oh my lord, look at that. It's like, I can't remember how they described it, but it's sort of like a pearly blue. It's supposed to look like the water, you know, ripples in the water and all that. That's fantastic. Get a nice little close-up of that. Oh, man. They just go above and beyond with their releases, and I'm happy to pay sort of a premium for these. That's finally wrapped back up. We'll actually put that back in there at some point. I'll do that later on. Put that over there for now, because for now we have got one more parcel to open for today's unboxing. This one, I'm not actually going to unbox myself because this is not mine. This is a Christmas present that I bought for old mate Rick, my old man. I ordered this on Amazon. I pre-ordered it as soon as it went up because this is a really cool limited edition piece, and this sold out by the time that it actually shipped out. There were stock issues, and I think because it was sold out, there was just an issue with getting these out of the warehouse some reason. So he didn't actually get this until about a week after Christmas. But finally, we can open this up. Give me his Christmas present. Very, very belated Christmas present. Over to you, old mate Rick. Merry Christmas. So there you go, there is my Christmas present to my old man. Happy Christmas, Beatle people. These are mini records of the Beatles Christmas messages. They would record a Christmas message for their Beatles fan club, and they send one out every year. There is 7 of them in total, and this is the very first time that they've been available for purchase outside of that fan club in the 1960s. So that's really cool. And as you saw, it's got each individual one on a different coloured vinyl. It's fantastic. I really love this. I'm so glad I was actually able to get my hands on this because it's completely sold out now. So that was our haul for this week. A little bit of stuff, not a whole lot of stuff. Look, I'm rapidly approaching 4,000 subscribers, which is insane because it feels like we're only celebrating 2,000 and then 3,000 like not that long ago. But yes, we're approaching 4,000, which means I'm going to open up another Q&A. If anybody out there wants to send in any questions, I know there were some questions I didn't get to last time. I'm going to be addressing some of them in the next Q&A, but also I want to get some new questions in too. I know a couple of people wrote in saying they missed the last announcement for the Q&A and they didn't get a chance to send in questions. So go ahead, if you've got any questions, please send them in. Any kind of question you want about me, about my interests, about just whatever, just send them away. But look guys, if you're a first time viewer of my channel, this is the first video of mine you've stumbled across and you want to see more, then please give me some support, and at the end of the video, hit that big old subscribe button up on your screen. To all my regular viewers out there, thank you once again for joining me, and to absolutely everybody out there, don't forget to hit that like button down below. It does a great deal in getting my videos out there. And look guys, I hope I'll see you all again soon. Until next time though guys, take care, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Take it easy.